told me there are 20,000 fintechs in the world. I think there are 20,000 fintechs in Nigeria. Everywhere I go, there's a fintech, somebody with an idea. In fact, I really think the word fintech is probably one of the most overutilized words right now. We've got to find another word for it, as a word really. But whether we like it or not, startups will continue to come up. They will continue to come up within the context. It's just going to keep driving with the ongoing disruption and the opportunities that it offers really. And the future for fintech landscape will be modeled a lot by regulation. It's either going to be accelerated or held back by regulation. That's going to be a key factor. Okay, so what's making this fintech stick really? I think the bottom line, if you're not doing it for social good, then you're doing it for money. Let's be blunt about it. And you can see, that's why many people are in the business. Those who are doing it for money, the best way you get the value for your money is to be listed on an exchange. You can have a private equity company, you can do all of those, but you can see, net 4.5 billion, Stripe 9 billion, and so on and so forth. If you look at the top 10 richest people in the world, over 50% of them have tech in their portfolio. So the opportunities are huge. The opportunities are huge for us as a country, as a world really. And you can only look at it really. The world's most successful enterprises are driven by innovation. And that's partly why Fintech Nigeria is here. Fintech Nigeria is here to make sure that, we galvanize the opinion, we galvanize the ecosystem, we support the ecosystem in working to drive policies, in getting best practices in the industry, in getting information knowledge dispersed, so that the industry gets bigger and we can create the giants in Africa, our equivalents of the Apples, of the Alibabas, etc. in there. So we can move on very quickly. So lots of laws in Nigeria, or lots of initiatives, more precisely, not laws, which is actually seen fintechs grow, the payment systems vision especially has been a key enabler for that really. And you've seen the migration, in terms of the informal sector and the amount of money being spent in the informal sector coming into the formal sector. I think statistically it's about 65% of the economic activity still reside in the informal sector. So whether it's 65% or, as a friend told me, it's actually more like 95%, the figures are still very high. So it still shows a lot of opportunity to disintermediate, to make life simple, to get enduring customer experience and actually drive value and create wealth. Because it's a large country with a young population. We've got to find jobs for our people, but finding durable jobs and value, creating value in those jobs as well. If you're a financial services operator and you're not very worried about losing revenue to innovators and fintechs, you're not in the right space. In fact, the really smart ones have been worried for like 2 years. So it's the outcome of their worry that you're beginning to see slowly coming on. And that worry is not going to subside anytime soon, really. So, and people are beginning to embrace more disruptive technology. But then what does that mean? Does it mean that the big boys will then win and take out the small boys? Well, let's see how the market evolve. Innovation will always happen. Innovation will always happen at all levels, whether it's within the big companies or the small companies or other innovators. But where we see the market going is that you will see a lot of collaboration, increasing collaboration. So the banks will collaborate with fintechs because fintechs bring certain advantages to the table. They are nimbler, they have smarter ideas, they can execute quicker, and all of those. But banks also bring a lot of stuff to the table as well. Yeah, they understand regulation, they understand governance, and it's a combination of that. So you have the old rock player and the young rock artist again combining together, to form really good music and good harmony together in that space, really. So I spoke earlier on about AFF. That's what AFF does, and in the conversation I've mentioned a number of things that Fintech Nigeria does as well. I mean, for those who are not members, it's a self-regulatory not-for-profit organization and it's non-political. It's a member of several global fintech associations and actually is galvanizing a number of fintechs across Africa. It serves as a platform for the development of financial technology, and it has several members and growing by the day as well, really. So the jury is out, and you're the jury. Are fintechs here to stay? Is the revolution going to be sustained?